Hiding behind an innocent plushie and Wiz Edits channel hides a dark truth that would shock many people to the core. Is this just a joke gone too far, or something much, much worse? Poke Alfie started his channel on the 1st of August 2019, posting his first video unboxing plushies on the 4th of July 2021. His content creation journey started off small and innocent, just a kid with his toys. Or, that's what you thought I was going to say. On the 20th of July 2021, he posted a video called Rosalina Plush Review, where as usual, he greets the audience and explains what he's going to be showcasing.
I know, don't call me greedy, but I just love plushies, okay? Just don't say that.
Rosalina is a fictional character from the Mario series owned by Nintendo. Back to the video. Poke Alfie starts by talking about what he likes about the plushie, the softness, the dress, and so on. But then he directs his attention to the shoes of the plushie, putting the camera beneath the plushie, revealing the contents inside of the dress. Surely this is a little misunderstanding, and he was clearly just analysing the plushie with no bad intentions. But then, he starts to talk about the tag of the plushie while continuing to look. I'm not a plushie expert, but I'm sure that the tag of the toy is not something you really describe in a showcase. And he starts desperately looking for it to try and make everything seem okay, but this clearly marks the start of Poke Alfie's disturbing obsession with Rosalina. What could have caused this, and why? A while after, Poke Alfie continues to grow his channel, starting from making plushie content, where he gets his plushies to perform games and activities such as his hit series, Total Plush Deluxe Island, Squid Game Plush, and Among Us Plush. Poke Alfie had a steady growth from them, but needed something to kickstart it, which introduced him to Wiz Edits. Wiz is short for Who is Stronger, where one puts two fiction or non-fiction characters together and debates on who could take the other in a fight. This enlarged his community, giving him more of a wider audience, but that became his problem, because with more people to support him, his nefarious acts with Rosalina would just become justified by others, making it seem normal to his audience. Before this, Poke Alfie wasn't so upfront about his shenanigans, but soon after it became way more apparent. Post after post, with the common occurrence of the drooling emoji and the text "Mummy" followed along with provocative images of both Rosalina and Samus. This wasn't just a one-time thing either, this was almost once a week and sometimes even daily. His audience consists of a high majority of children, and for Poke Alfie to throw all of this inappropriate content all over his profile for all of these people to see is absolutely disgusting, and nothing is being done about this. This isn't just limited to his YouTube posts either, but it's also on his Discord. This shows that Poke Alfie is trafficking these photos of Rosalina and Samus and possibly many others, and he's sharing them with children and exposing them to more of it through his actions. Why is he doing this? Does he enjoy it, or is there an ulterior motive? Could Poke Alfie be sensitizing his audience to inappropriate content to lure them into his hands? Well, that's unknown. But from what I've seen and what I've shown, it says full well that Poke Alfie is not just an innocent person on the internet. Not to mention, he's currently 17 years old and turning 18 next year. That's pretty weird, knowing that he's inappropriately posting strange comments on his YouTube posts and Discord about fictional female characters, when most of his audience are children. It's currently unknown what the spark was that caused Poke Alfie to be such a gooner, but is negatively impacting his social footprint and making him look like a really, really bad person. Could he be like this in real life too? Because that could mean that Poke Alfie's getting more exposed to this nature. He could start acting on this and getting worse and worse to the point where he does something very, very bad in real life. Precisely, this is just speculation, but from what's been shown, I'm not wrong at all to assume that Poke Alfie is not a normal person. He is a sentient human and knows what he is doing, and has at least developed his frontal lobe by now, so his creepy actions will not be ignored. Thank you for listening.